family? What's your take as
all these are common balance and deception, you know, the North has been using to Islamize the whole Nigeria. There was never a time in the history of this country a group of people numbering 16 or 10 or 20 or more, you know, are gathered together and call themselves hunters. It is a lie. When you see a group of Northerners, group of Fulanis with local weapons, they were actually embarking on a bloody mission to kill, to buy, to unalive farmers in the forests. Hunters don't go interstate, across the state. No. While you are hunting in your state, in your region, you hunt in the bush of that geography. You don't hunt from Kano State into Yoruba forest, in Ondo State and the Ekiti State. You are going to kill their farmers there. If your Moteku are around that region, they should gang up against you to make sure that they contain your excesses. They contain or contain your excesses. The people claim to be hunters in Uromiledo State are Fulani headers. They were on a killing mission. See, let me tell you, you don't need to deceive me or to confuse me or, you know, compel me to believe that the people that were armed with local weapons, with other lethal weapons, are hunters. Hunting for who? They are hunters hunting for Bini people.
Or human beings.
They are hunters hunting for human beings. They were, you know, caught during the process. Luck ran out of them. That is how God works.
Maybe they've done it before.
They have done it before. They were the one buying, killing farmers in Edo State,
in the south,
in the farm, in the southerners, in the southern farms. They are the one buying in River States, buying in Cross Rivers, Anambra State, Enugu State, and Ebonyi State. And it happened that luck ran against them that day. Any day you see group of Fulani men armed inside truck, I think they are not going to go beyond Niger Bridge, because on getting to Asaba, if they try it cross the bridge, Anambra State, we are bringing them down, all of them, and the trailer must be set ablaze. These are the people that are responsible for the killing in Uzo One, in local government in Enugu State, as I'm talking to you now. The head of the vigilante there were shot by the Fulani headers, and the 6 others, numbering 7. Peter Mbai is doing nothing. Ohaneze is saying nothing. The southeastern states governors are doing nothing. The Fulani succeeded on killing 7 in Enugu State. Yesterday, the dead bodies, they are showing it online now as I'm talking to you. And it is on the newspaper. Who were the people that killed those vigilantes, those locals in Adan, Uzo One local government? They were the Fulani headers, and nobody is doing anything about it. Sanusi is not trying to come and commiserate with the Enugu State governor. All that Sanusi knows is Fulani. That's why I say that not dominance.
Who is Sanusi?
Sanusi is the emir of Kano.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what I understand. And the governor of Kano is there. And you have Sultan of Sokoto, he is there. Sultan of Sokoto is not coming to Enugu State to commiserate with the governor. Because Fulani dominance over the whole Nigeria has gotten out of control.
But don't forget that Edo governor Kwebelo went to Kano to beg. Is that
because
not?
We are slaves to the North. Because our governors are Fulani governors, which was why an APC political platform can never get it right until tomorrow. See, North dominance over Southern Nigeria began in 2015. Immediately, APC political platform won an election. The Fulani oligarchy seized Nigeria, and they started going on progressively from 2015, 2023, and this is where we have found ourselves today.
Are you saying it's an Islamic party? APC?
It is an Islamization process, Islamic party or not. Islamization of Nigeria, Fulani conquest started reafresh in 2015. Immediately, Buhari won an election. Muhammad Buhari, he rejuvenated a Fulani conquest that expired in 18th century. Buhari made it come afresh. It was Islamization process from 2015 till today. So it is going on, it is on course, and it has actually gone too far to explain or at least indicate how Fulanis, the North entirely, are in control of Nigeria today. The killings in Uzo One, Nobody, not even Ohaneze, not even governor of Enugu State or Charles Soludo has actually come out to accuse Fulani. They allowed them because it was Fulani that made Peter Mba governor. Killings in Imo State continues progressively because it was Fulani that made Governor Hope Uzodinma governor. He is the current Fulani governor of southeastern states. Hope Uzodinma of Olu, local government in Imo State. So you can see what is going on. It has actually indicated that even the Benis are now separating themselves from Uromili, claiming that Uromili is different from Benin. These are seed of discontention, seed of violence, divisiveness, sown by the Fulani Janjaweeds to demarcate us, to divide us and rule us, to have political control over us. That's why they will tell each man that each man is different from Benin man, that Benin man is different from Edo man, that Uromili man is different from Echakiri. While in the north over there, they are using only one platform, Hausa. Fulani will tell you Hausa, Barry will tell you his Hausa, and Gassians and Lantan will tell you the Hausa. And today, it is actually playing on the mid-belters, I mean mid-north, mid-belt. Just is now actually seeing themselves as Christians. Angas and Lantan, they are seeing themselves as Christians, trying to tell us that Igbos are their brothers. Igbos were brothers in 1967. When Gowon led military clique, killed Igbos over 6 million in the southeastern Nigeria, abetted by the British, ruthless colonial policy played by the Prime Minister that was in power in Britain then. And Igbos were killed in their large number. This is not northern dominance over their southern Nigeria counterpart. The north dominates Nigeria. The north, the Sultan of Sokoto, the emirs of Sokoto and Sokoto Caliphate, they are in charge. They are the one that makes choice, the kingmakers in Nigeria, who will be the next president and who will not be the next president. As we can see today, Tinubu seems to be in control. It is a lie. The president of Nigeria is Sultana of Sokoto and the emir of Kano. It cannot work. Nigeria cannot work. Some persons are in control. That's why we can never get it right in this part of the world.
That's okay. Okay, just last 2 years ago, we saw the killing of Deborah. And we saw a prominent politician in Atiku coming out to tweet as regards condemning such act. But after some minutes, we noticed that he deleted the tweet.
He raised the tweet.
He deleted that after his Fulani counterpart, attacked him.
Yeah, actually, we made our inquiry and investigation on the ground. We actually found out that Samuel Deborah did not insult anybody. Samuel Deborah did not insult man. He did not insult God. He did not insult any prophet. He did not insult any. She did not insult any spirit. Do you know what happened? They were in a group of WhatsApp in a particular school in Sokoto, and they were about to take their exams.
Okay.
And this Deborah Samuel, actually did well in her studies. Then the girl now, in that group chat, she was trying to convince them to believe that it was Jesus Christ that actually made him to pass her exam. I don't know what to understand. He said, "Thank you, Jesus, I passed my exam." That was what instigated the other WhatsApp, group members to lynch this girl and set her ablaze. Among the people that mobbed her, the very person that ignited the matches, a stick of match, that brought about the inferno that burnt the girl
Deborah,
actually was celebrating, lifting the match up, trying to tell people
and we don't
worship him.
We don't think any arrest was made.
Nobody did arrest that man, that boy, that killer. Buhari was in power then. This matter was swept under carpet. Nobody could actually come out and tell the whole world what transpired later about Samuel Deborah's death. Deborah Samuel is from Niger State, and later it was taken down to southern Nigeria, state of Rivers, and a particular ministry, church, catered for everything about the accommodation and actually housed Deborah Samuel in Port Harcourt today. Nigerian government has not done anything about it. The governors in the southern Nigeria could not come together to at least tell the whole world the reasons why Christians in the south are being killed and maimed on daily basis in Nigeria. There was a time in the north, a bishop Ndimi, The chairman of Christian Association of Nigeria, Adamawa branch, was murdered. They beheaded him on a glaring camera, and the camp went viral on internet. What did the Nigerian government do? Under Muhammad Buhari. Muhammad Buhari is one of the sponsors, instigator of Islamization process that is going on now in Nigeria. He is a staunch Muslim. In fact, a Sunni. A Sunni Muslim, that's why he was busy castigating. Sunni is a particular Muslim that believe, I think, they face east while they are praying. While Shiites is opposite. Shiites, they know their own mode of prayer. The way they conduct their prayers is quite different from Sunni. In the south, in the Middle East today, the Arabs, Saudi Arabia are Sunni. Iran are Shiites. Iraq are Sunni. So you have this kind of division in Islamic religion. So that's it. That is what is going on. And Muhammad Buhari is very, very serious. Persecuting, killing, supporting incarceration of what's the name of that man? El-Zakzaky, the leader of Shiite in the north, because he's a Shiite and Muhammad Buhari is a Sunni. That's why the man spent almost how many years? 20 years in jail now with his wife. Yes, because he's a Shiite and Muhammad Buhari is a Sunni. You have larger number of Sunni in north, especially Fulani, while the original Hausas are all Shiites. That's why Shiites protested last week in Abuja, and I think the protest is on course. Over 11 people were shot. Shiite believers were shot by the security agents in Abuja. So what I'm trying to say is that domineering attitude of the north has gotten out of control, and the whole south are just sitting dormant, looking at these people castigating, killing, maiming, unaliving southerners without any appropriate legal action. We need to have a confab in Nigeria. Constitutional National Conference to be conducted for everybody to know their own stance, their position and condition in Nigeria. If the South is done with the North, they should tell the North to go. If the North is done with their religion, they should back out of Nigeria and allow the Southerners to be. Currently, as I'm talking to you, because of the northern dominance over their south, our farmers are not going to farmland again. There is food drought everywhere. Benue, Anambra, Imo, Ondo, Enugu, Ekiti, Edo, everywhere. Nobody goes to farm again because of Fulani invaders. They have actually occupied the entire forest farmland of Nigeria, encroaching on the farmland, thereby denying Nigerians, food production. There is absolute food drought across the country now because of Fulani headers menace across Nigeria.
Fulani. But with what is going on presently, do you think that the South can dominate this Fulani? Do you think with what we've got? Because we know for a fact that the Southern politicians are not willing to come out to speak up or to counter or to attack the Fulani, caliphate. But do you think that the Southern politicians and the South as a whole have what it takes to dominate the Fulani?
Thank you so much. Somebody was acting as a forerunner of what is happening to the Fulani insurgents across Nigeria. The forerunner, I mean, is Mazi MNK, Mazi Nandekan, who actually came out in 2014-2015 preaching to Nigerians that time shall come, Fulani herders would take over all Nigeria. Nigerian land, Nigerian region, they would occupy the whole forest in Yoruba land, in Igbo land. Nandekan was busy preaching and preaching. Yoruba man was busy turning his back on Nandekan because they don't believe in Igbo and they don't believe in anything, cohesion, living politically cohesive with Igbos. Yorubas, the Awas like to follow their Fulani counterparts because the politicking with Fulani not actually benefits them. That's why they actually could not pay attention to what Mazi Nandekan was preaching in the past. And we've seen what is happening today, currently. If we could live a life of cohesion, I mean the southeast and the southwestern Nigeria, I think the Fulanis, the insurgents in the north, the northern oligarchs, they could have no strength or enablement to edge us out or have upper hand over us. No man is an island and no man is indispensable. Fulani man has blood, Igbo man has blood, Yoruba man has blood. It is because of our politicians that are too voracious and greedy. They are the one ignoring all the activities of Fulanis in Nigeria, turning their back on what they should do as a result of political interest, political gains. Over greed, political greed is the reason why the southeastern politicians and southwest could not pay attention to the danger posed by Fulani menace across Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much.
You are welcome.